Hey, what is up guys? Jeremy here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a seriously awesome tweak, and yes, it is called IntelliScreenX 7. Now, some of you have probably seen this tweak before, and if you haven't, it's really cool. And it's actually been out since, I believe, iOS 5. Obviously, it was updated for iOS 6 and iOS 7. So I guess we're going to start this off on the lock screen, so let's go ahead and jump to our lock screen. Now, first off, I will dismiss IntelliScreenX. So as you can see, you can literally have it as your normal lock screen. I really like that feature because this is normally how I like my lock screen. And then when I want to, look up information with IntelliScreenX or, use the separate pages, I'll just swipe to the right to use those. So first off, as you can see, you can swipe to the right. You have your IntelliScreenX homepage, which is basically like all your notifications in Notification Center. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clear out those notifications. Thanks for the follow. And as you can see, you have your date and time in the upper left-hand corner. You have kind of like a feed right here. You can actually swipe through this, through all the different feeds. And it has to do with what you have set up in IntelliScreenX. I'll get to that in a minute. I also do have a weather widget here, which is actually an interactive weather widget. So as you can see right now, it does have kind of like a hourly forecast, not hourly, but as you can see, it's 7 p.m., 10 p.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m. So every 3 hours, it'll show you the change, in weather. And it, like I said, it's interactive. So if you tap on it, it'll give you a 5-day forecast. And obviously, it does have the highs, the lows, your location, the current temperature. So that's pretty awesome. So let's swipe to the right again. And as you can see, there's a mail section. Now, I don't actually use the stock mail application. So this is, I don't use this, and I'll turn it off in the settings in a minute, and I'll show you guys that. But if you guys do use the stock mail app, you can reply to an email, compose an email, read emails, all from your lock screen, which is really cool. And then next we have a Twitter feed. So if you have your Twitter set up on your device, it'll show your Twitter feed here, which I really do like. This is my favorite part of this tweak. It allows you to, stay up to date with Twitter without actually having to even be in the application, which is pretty awesome. So I'm on my mentions section right now in Twitter. As you guys can see, you can pull to refresh. You can click on mentions and it'll switch it over to your Twitter feed. So these are everybody that I follow on Twitter. And the cool thing about this is you can actually click on a tweet. You can open the tweet within the Twitter application. You can reply to the tweet. You can retweet it. And if there is a link within the tweet, as you can see right there, you can actually open that link associated with the tweet, which is, or not the tweet, the tweet, if I can talk. The tweet, not the tweak. But yeah, so if you want, you can click on this little plus button right there, and you can actually send out a tweet directly from your lock screen as well, which is really awesome. So we can go ahead and close that out, and if we swipe to the right again, as you can see, there's a RSS feed right here, and this is all configurable within the settings. So if you have your own RSSs that you want with this, you can set those up, and you can delete the ones that comes packaged with the tweak. So these are ones that come with it. So if you select on a post within the RSS feed, you can actually open up that post right on your lock screen, and you can read this directly from your lock screen. You don't even got to go into your device, which is really nice. So if you follow a lot of websites and a lot of RSS feeds, this is a perfect tweak for you. So we go ahead and close that out. If we swipe again, as you can see, there's a Facebook section. So for you Facebook users, you can actually access your Facebook feed from here as well. And you can obviously like a post, you can reply on a post and all that. I'm not actually going to open it up in video because it's my personal Facebook, and I don't want you guys seeing all my information. But if we go back to the regular lock screen, as you can see on the lower left-hand corner, there's a new little button there. That's the Messages plus Quick Compose. So if we go ahead and click on that, as you can see, you can compose a text message directly from your lock screen as well. So if you want to reply to a text message, you can do that. So that's seriously cool. And there's kind of like another tweak integrated into IntelliScreenX, and that's Slide. So if we swipe down from the top left corner of our device, as you can see, here is Slide, and it opens up the most recent applications in your multitasking, and you can open these apps directly on your lock screen. So since I have my device passcode locked, I do have to input a passcode to open that application. But like I said, it opens the app on your lock screen. You don't actually go into your device, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. So that is Slide. Now let's go ahead and let's go into our device. Now basically everything I just showed you is in Notification Center. So as you can see, here's the IntelliScreenX homepage. There's Mail, Twitter, RSS, the Quick Compose button right there. So it's all integrated into Notification Center. Also, Slide is accessible, anywhere in your device in any application. So that's really cool. It's kind of like faster multitasking, if you ask me, because it's just much easier to just swipe down real quick like that than it is to actually double press the home button. So let's go into the settings here for IntelliScreenX. Go ahead and swipe down here until we get to the section. And I'm going to do, a quick run through of this. I'm not going to spend too much time on it just because, like I said, everything is configurable to however you want it. I could probably spend 10 minutes alone on the settings. So first off, you have your on-off switch. So if you want to, totally disable IntelliScreenX, you can do that. You can disable it just from your lock screen. Now, I kind of like that functionality because if you think about it, since Notification Center is accessible from the lock screen, you can disable, as you can see, it's no longer there, and you can just swipe down on Notification Center, and there is everything with IntelliScreenX. So it's kind of like a doubled up kind of tweak, I guess you could say. But I do like the IntelliScreenX homepage on my lock screen because it has that weather, and it's cool just to go through Twitter right on your lock screen. I just think that's really cool. So let's go back into the settings here. I'm actually going to turn that back on. Now, here are the different pages. You actually have your Notification Center. You have Mail, Twitter, RSS, Facebook, like I explained. Now, since I don't use the Mail application, I can go ahead and move that down to the hidden pages, and you can actually rearrange these pages any way you want, which is really cool. I'm actually going to disable Facebook and RSS as well. So go ahead and click done. And since I've disabled all those, as you can see, I only have 2 pages left. If we pull out on Notification Center, as you can see, there's only the 2 pages there, which is pretty cool. So even within of the pages, you can select on that, and you have all the settings for those individual pages. Like RSS, like I said, you can configure all your own RSS feeds. These are the ones that come bundled with the tweak. There's even more in here. As you guys can see, there's a lot of stuff with RSS Reader. Just a ton of settings. You can do the same thing for Facebook and Mail. Now you have your general settings. You have lock screen dim time. I actually bumped that up to 25 seconds. It's normally at 15. I like 25 seconds. You can go all the way up to a minute with that. You have lock screen blur / tint. So if you'd rather have it tinted, like a darker tint, you can change that. I personally like the blur effect. I think it looks better. You can change the date labels to always be white. You can turn that on if you want to. You can enable or disable the weather. You can show the today page in Notification Center. So if I turn that on, we go back to Notification Center. As you can see, there's the today page, which is normally found within Notification Center. I'll turn that off because I like the IntelliScreenX homepage. You have HUD settings here. I'm not going to go through all that. You have the lock display behavior. So enable immediately on lock, return to home after 10 seconds, always or never. You can adjust that to however you like. You have slide settings. So if you don't want to use the slide tweak, you can actually turn it off. You can turn it off just on the lock screen. You have whitelisted apps here that you can select. So since my device is passcode locked, as you guys seen on the lock screen, I can actually whitelist an application so that it won't ask me for my passcode, which is a nice addition. You have use default slide gesture. So if you turn that off, you can actually set up a different slide gesture to access slide, as you guys can see right there. Or you can have it be an activator method as well. So you can use the activator method to show it and to hide it. You also do get status bar icons. You have missed calls, unread text messages, unread mail, and silent mode. So if you guys watch my status bar, as you can see when I silent my device, it shows a little silent mode icon, which is pretty neat, and you can turn those on or off if you want to use those or not. You have the Messages Plus Compose button. You can disable that if you don't want to use it. You have the settings for Messages Plus. You can have it on or off. You can show it on the lock screen. You actually have a manual banner dismiss, so if you get a text message when you get that banner notification, whoops, didn't mean to do that. If you get a banner notification, it won't go away until you click on the little X with manual banner dismiss, so that's pretty cool. And then you can actually set up a activator method for the Compose Messages Plus, part. So if I go to my home screen here, and mine is triple press of the home button. So if I triple press my home button anywhere in my device, or even on the lock screen, I can compose a text message. So that's pretty cool, I think. I think it's pretty awesome. That's pretty much it. That's not all the settings, but I think you guys kind of get the core, functionality of IntelliScreenX. So let's actually go back to the lock screen now that I've actually switched things up a bit. And if we swipe to the right, as you can see, all those different sections have been removed. There's just the IntelliScreenX homepage, and then there's just the Twitter right there, as you guys can see, which is really, really cool. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is IntelliScreenX 7. It's pretty insane for a tweak. Just, you know, with how much stuff you can do with it, how much information for all those different pages you can get. It's pretty awesome. But if you guys are interested in this tweak, I'll leave the package information down in the description for those of you that want to check it out and maybe download it and try it out. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That really helps me out a lot here at the channel. Also, if you guys want to see more tweak videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later!